Every single time a homeowner says to me, you know what, I'm gonna GC my own project. Bad idea.
We have chosen 7 potential spends, and we're gonna go through one by one to see if we think you should save the money or splurge.
Boom. Electrical.
This chandelier in my dining room is actually about 50 or 60 lights. If those were all incandescent, that's a lot of energy that it's wasting. So splurge on LED lights.
I also believe in future-proofing your home when it comes to electrical. So getting something like a smart panel or running conduit so you could run future electrical when things change. Right now, you know, maybe we have fiber, but maybe in the future it's gonna be future fiber? I don't know what it would be.
A lot of homes run off of fossil fuels. So this might cost a little bit more right now, but it's paving that path for down the road because who knows, whether it's solar or whether it's geothermal, there are different ways that you can help offset your costs.
So most people don't realize this is where paint comes from.
Bucket
It's
man.
These cute little creatures and we just extract their
Wait, is it his blood or his brains?
That's creepy.
Yes, splurge on paint because it's one of the easiest ways to...
I feel like you can save on paint. Like get a good quality paint, but don't feel like you have to go and spend an absolute fortune. In fact, sometimes there's projects you can tackle yourself and, you know, save a little extra.
Listen, my show. I'm talking
I'm just
right
saying,
now.
hey, whoa, whoa.
No, I actually read that differently. I thought you were saying, should you paint or not paint? And I'm like, yeah, it's worth painting. You can transform a space for very little money. I'm splurging.
I mean, everybody can do whatever they want, even that person over there.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
I think it is, painting is like the easiest way to refresh a room and it doesn't have to cost a lot of money. In fact, a lot of times you can take it on yourself. So I would say that's a save.
What you're saying is go ahead and paint instead of not paint.
Yeah,
So you want to spend on painting.
No, these are all things, just because you're spending some money doesn't mean that you're splurging.
Okay.
Decor and artwork. Well, this is a tricky one. It can be very easy to start overspending on these things.
I personally would not go and buy a Rembrandt or something that should be in the Louvre. I would
First
save.
of all, good luck, because that would be your entire budget. When you see our shows, all the decor, a lot of the stuff, photography that we put up, we do that for very little money. You can get a beautiful aesthetic for not a lot of money, but then if you really have a piece that means a lot or it's a collector's item, that's something you'll spend more on, but that's not a priority.
You know what we typically do for a lot of homes with families is, you know, having their own family photos in the space or even the kids' art curated in a nice way is something that means more than just generic art that might be beautiful. So we'll print off family memories and have that framed instead, and that saves us a lot of money. Flooring. It depends what kind of flooring.
I'm interested to hear where you go with this one.
So I am going to say no splurging on hardwood. This is something that really bugs me. There's so many people, so many families that will say, I need real hardwood floors. I need to have it, otherwise my floors are no good and it's not a valuable add to the home. No, if you have a contractor husband, 4 dogs and 6 kids, you're gonna trash those floors in no time and then you just wasted all that money. Splurge on some great floors like luxury vinyl because it looks like hardwood if you get a quality luxury vinyl and it will last a long time.
Definitely spend on good quality floors, but don't overspend on something that you're gonna trash in no time at all. Everyday furniture.
I would not splurge on that thing, whatever space age sofa that is.
Lime sofa. You put your lime in the coconut. Never mind. All right. My own opinion is this is a splurge item because you should get something that is going to last. This is a piece of furniture every single person uses every single day when they sit down in your living room. We manufacture sofas so that they stand up to real life. I hate it when you get a sofa and the kids jump on the armrest the first time and the leg breaks.
But this is the thing. You look at like our sectionals as an example. They're very cost effective. I see people that will go and spend $10,000 on a living room furniture set. I'm like, why you spend that? Or a mattress? Is it really that much better? I don't think so.
Well, I don't think nothing you should splurge that bad on. But it is something that I think you should invest in a good quality anchor piece. So I'm gonna put this over here, but I'm gonna put one leg over the line because you can still find deals.
Appliances. Yes, you should splurge a little to get something that's gonna make life easier. For example, a front loader, washer dryer stacked. It's a good use of space. It could do a load of laundry in 15 minutes. That saves time for families.
You know what's wild with appliances though? They have amazing sales all the time. Plan in advance. And even if you are maybe a year out from being finished a project, but you know you're gonna need appliances, start shopping now. I bet you there'll be some big sale and you could save like 30, 40%.
So as you can see, with the paint bucket a little over on the splurge side, mostly everything is a splurge, but you have to splurge the right way. Just don't go spending ridiculous amounts of money because of ego, or you want to show off for your friends, whatever it might be.
There should never be a situation where you're putting something in that you know is going to get ruined. Why put in real marble when it is the easiest thing to stain? Put in an incredible porcelain product. Put in something like quartzite.
How much did you splurge on that beautiful construction blouse?
What can I say? I've got good style.